Hello, everybody. I am yet again Price McKinney, simply put. And as always, I want to thank you for tuning in and listening. Um, Before I go another further, I just want to simply say thanks to each and every one of you who, if some of you have told me you watch, some of you have shared, on the social media platforms that you've been watching, and I do not take it for granted. So before I start anything, I just want to tell each and every one of you, whether I know who you are or I don't, I thank you for taking the time, sitting and watching. Simply put, I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Without you, there is no me. Now, having said that, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, simply put by PMAC, YouTube, simply put podcast by your boy Price McKinney, YouTube on Tuesdays. Like, subscribe, watch a video, leave a comment. So this might ruffle some feathers. I might get some blowback for this, and I'm not gonna say I don't care, but I'm okay with it. Okay, I'm okay with it, and it's just the wording alone might ruffle your feathers, and again, I'm okay with it. If you'd like to talk about it, if you know how to contact me, by all means do so, and we can have a discussion. However, you want to hit go. Serve and sacrifice. Touch a neighbor, tell them serve and sacrifice. One more again for the people in the back. Sir, this gonna be fun. Serve and sacrifice. Now, having said that, we'll do something I normally don't do. I'm gonna read from a page because I want to give you a couple of working definitions of serve first. Because here's the deal, and I'm just gonna say it. It just you can get mad, and I'm cool with it. If you're in a relationship and you're not willing to be what your partner person needs, why are you in a relationship? Why, first of all, are you wasting your time? Secondly, yeah, I got up four fingers. Secondly, why are you wasting their time? Because here's what relationships are not. Okay. It's not you get everything given to you and you receive everything coming from them to you. At what point do you say, you know what? It should be from the beginning, but you know what? I need to do more for my person. If that person now, I'm not saying if I'm not saying if your person is trifling, they could care less about how you feel. There is no verbal or physical acknowledgement of your presence, even in the house. I'm not that person. If if all you are is roommates, and every now and again on occasion when it's showtime, the person shows up and y'all put on for your city. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the people that are actually putting in the work to make the relationship work. If your person is doing that, come on, folks, let's be honest. What's the issue? What is it that is keeping you from giving yourself and your all to that person if that's what you're getting? Let's back up a little bit further. I'll ask you this question, and this is not for me to answer, it's for you. Are you with the right person? Time will tell. Time always reveals. Is this the one that you actually need to be with? It's why you hear, and I don't endorse it. I again, for those of you who watch, I've been through two divorces, and I do not recommend that for anybody. It is one of the most challenging situations or deals you will ever in life go through. So if you can, by all means, avoid it. If you need to go through counseling, if you need to take a TV time, hey, I just need let me go hang out with my boy, let me go hang out with my girls, and breathe apart for a minute. Come back together. Have have a come to Jesus meeting. Talk it out by all means. So again, serve and sacrifice. Are you willing to put in the work? Are you willing to be and do what that person needs you to be and to do? That will tell you and it will predetermine how selfish you really are. Or if you have that kind of heart, you just openly, freely, and willingly give. There are some of you all out there that are like that. God bless your hearts. That I won't even get into that. But bless you for that. Now, serve. You want to hit, here go. To assist, to be of use, to be favorable, opportune, or convenient. To answer the need of. Here's the one I like the most. It's just my personal preference. To perform the duties of. It's like, okay, so let me simplify this for you. When you go to a restaurant, every single one of us have been to one, be it fine dining or drive through, it don't matter. What is the first thing they ask you? Hi, I'm Price McKinney. How can I help you? Or if you go to dine in, you sit down. Can I get you something to drink? Hi, I'm Price McKinney. Thank you for coming. Can I get you something to drink? Can you wait on that person? Can you take that person's order? Not literally from a menu, but they have things that they need and they have things that they want. Can you meet the duties of? Can you perform what needs to be performed for that particular person? Hey, you put your order in. Well, hey, and I've had this happen. You go to a restaurant, you pick your item out on the menu, and then they tell you, well, we can't do it like that. What do you mean it's on the menu? But I don't understand what the issue is. What is the problem? Back in the days, I don't go out as much as I used to, but there was a time period I was eating out a lot. And I would go to this one place and I would order hamburger steak. And I would tell them to cook it well done. Okay, why is the center of my meat pink? This ain't making sense because I know how to cook and I know how to grill. So if you're doing it well done, there should be no pink in the center. So my point in saying that is when you take that person's order, make sure you can you're in position. And I've talked about that before. Make sure you're prepared and you're getting yourself together. Make sure you're in position so when this order comes in, you can handle it. It's not too much for you. It's not over your head. It's not far-fetched. It's simple. It's an item on the menu. Now, if it's not on that menu, then you got to do something different. You're going to have to ask a different question. Go somewhere different. Go to a different place. And that's perfectly fine. But when that person puts their order in, make sure you're in position where you can handle what it is that they're asking you to do. As long as it's nothing far-fetched, crazy, and outlandish, make it happen. If you have the means and you're capable of, and you can, and this is somebody that you've chosen for yourself, be in position to do so. Sacrifice. This one is a simple one. Something given up or lost. And I've asked myself this question. Are you willing to lose in order to win? And I'm not saying lose your identity. I'm not saying lose who you are for the sake of that person. That's absolutely not. If the person is asking you to become something that you already not, and they can't accept you, figure out something different. Because that's the beauty of a relationship, is giving that person the freedom to operate and function as they are. I'm Price McKinney. There's certain things I can do. There's certain things that I cannot do. Me and one of my buddies were talking at work today, and I asked him, could he do something for me? And he said, sure, yeah, that's easy. And then he asked me, well, did you? Nope. I stopped him, just cut him right off. I said, dude, that's not my gift. That's why I'm coming to you. And he just started laughing. He said, bro, I got you. I got you. So make sure that what you're willing to sacrifice, if you're that you're not sacrificing your identity, number one. Number two, what is it you're willing to give up? Because that's going to be a part of it. Everything is not going to be peaches and cream. Everything is not going to be, lined up from A to Z. So there's just something's going to be missing. You got two people that are imperfect and coming together. They may be perfect for you, but they're still imperfect. Nobody's perfect. It's not a person alive that is. So what is it that you're willing to give up? What is it you're willing to lose? And I'm not saying, that you got to empty your bank account or you got to get a person in your car and let them move in your eye. No. Let's keep it simple. Very simple. Yeah, you might be tired, right? You might not be feeling all the best, but this is something that you all have planned, right? You have an event on schedule. And I don't really want to go, but I'm going to go because it's something you want to do. So you shake it off, get yourself together, get your mind right, boom, make it happen. I don't feel like cooking. Okay, well, what can we do? We can run and get something, or we can have it delivered. Cool. Communicate. But there are going to be times where you have to sacrifice. There's just no way around that. You might be sick. The other person might be sick. Like when I was married and I had kids, we had to alternate. Sometimes you let the wife go to sleep. Sometimes the wife will let the husband go to sleep and deal with the kid during the night when they get sick. Simple things. But you've got to sacrifice something. You've got to sacrifice something. If you want your relationship to be a success and you want it to work, you have got to sacrifice something. As long as it's not taking you completely away from who you are, and as long as it's not something that's going to get you in trouble or create an additional problem, you got to sacrifice. Sometimes you have to lose in order to win. Is it worth me giving this up for the sake of that person? Is it worth them giving up what they got to give up for the sake of you? Is it worth it? Is it a win in the end if she gives up this? Is it a win in the end if he gives up that? Are you willing to serve? Put the time in, put the effort in, put the work in, and do what's got to be done for the sake of the relationship. Are you going to perform your duties? Are you going to do the task? Are you going to do the things, some of the things that, that you're asked to do by that particular person? Are you willing? And again, what are you willing to sacrifice for the sake of that person, for the sake of the relationship? And that is a two-way street. It's not just one person giving all, doing all of the serving, one person doing making all of the sacrificing, making all of the arrangements, spending all of the money, taking you all of the places, and you just sit back and reap the rewards. That ain't how this works, folks. Relationships are a two-way street, and if it's just all about you, stay freaking single. Don't waste nobody else's. Don't waste your time. Don't waste the other person's time. Because if you don't want, it's cool if you don't want to be in a relationship, but don't take advantage of somebody. Because you see they're willing to give in to you, and they'll benefit to your life and help you become better, but you don't give back to them. Again, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, simply put by PMAC. YouTube on Tuesdays, simply put podcast with your boy Price McKinney. Again, I want to thank you for watching. I'm not an expert. I just know what I know, and I promise you, I'll see you soon.